Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be women who want oral sex but don't like to give oral sex. Got an email here from a viewer, and he says, recently I came across an article from a self-proclaimed game advisor who said you should never trust a woman who does not go down on you. He reasoned it was the ultimate form of submission for a woman to her man, and that if she didn't do it, she is not submitted to your manliness. I thought it was interesting because my girlfriend loathes giving blowjobs, saying that she threw up when giving one to a previous ex, thus killing the excitement for them. She likes me going down on her. However, I've done so multiple times, and I figured I had to earn it by showing some openness to please her in ways other than straight sex. Well, being able to give good oral head, give head, is part of having a good, healthy sex life. It's not that you have to prove anything to a woman, because just a man doesn't. That's the thing that society teaches guys, that you got to prove yourself to a girl. That's a bunch of fucking bullshit programming that we see in TV and the movies and the media. Think about it. Before all this BS that we had in our society, when you go back thousands of years ago, men and women, they liked each other, they hooked up, and they connected. It was as simple as that. And over the centuries, society has come along and put all these rules and routines and religious dogma and this and that, and taught us guys that we all need to earn things. We need to earn wealth. We got to have physical things. We got to have material things before a girl will like us. And the bottom line is that men and women like each other. Men and women are sexually attracted to one another. And so for you to think that you have to earn something from her is just societal programming that means nothing. He says, after I realized the door was closed to blowjobs, I closed the door to eating her out. He says, only allowing for finger stimulation. So you quit with the cunnilingus, huh? I never really thought about it because I'm usually so overwhelmed with school and work, but is there any truth to the assertion that a woman who doesn't go down on you can't be trusted? Or even better, is there any way to convince a woman to give blowjobs even when she has adamantly refused it in the past? Well, here's the deal. No one ever taught her how to give a good blowjob. And I had this experience in my 20s. A woman that I was with, she was fucking great in bed. She's like really could fuck my brains out. But when it came to giving a blowjob, complete waste of a perfectly good set of tits. I mean, she just fucking sucked. And the thing, no pun intended, but the problem was that she just didn't know how to give a good blowjob. And women that don't know and they've never been taught think it's just, a matter of jamming it as far in their mouth as they can. I mean, think about what happens when you stick your finger in the back of your throat. You're going to puke. And that's obviously she just didn't know what she was doing. And women who give a good blowjob, they know that they simply need to focus on the head of your penis. That's where all the nerve endings are anyways. And women that know how to give a good blowjob, I mean, you could teach them how to do it. They simply need to focus on the head and really, it's like sucking a lollipop. It's not fucking rocket science here. And every once in a while they go down on the shaft and they use their hand as well because it's all nice and lubricated from their saliva. But focusing on the head, especially when you're coming, it's like it'll make you squeal like a pig or like a little girl. A woman knows how to do it right. And so tell her to do that. Just so you don't need to jam it all the way back and give yourself a fucking tonsillectomy. Just go down on me. Everyone, use your hand and focus on the head and suck the head like you would a lollipop. I know you know how to suck a lollipop. I mean, all girls know how to suck a lollipop. And just focus on that part. And every so often, take it in her mouth and use her hand. But, don't jam it in the back of her throat to the point where she dry heaves or gags. Because one of my first girlfriends I ever had was like that. She just didn't know what she was doing, and she'd jam it in the back of her throat to the point where she'd make herself, and that's not fun when you're sitting there trying to get a blowjob from your girlfriend. She's like she's fucking got the dry heave. It's a total fucking turnoff. You just need to talk her through it. You need to guide her to focus on what part of the body to do it, so she doesn't jam you into the back of her throat, giving herself a tonsillectomy and causing the gag reflex. And I could totally imagine. So it's obvious she puked one time because she it made herself gag, and she kept doing it, and this guy didn't know how to direct her or coach her. And so I don't know about the submission thing. I've never heard that before. It's some dude's opinion, but you can teach women how to give you a good blowjob, and they need to focus on the head because that's where all the nerve endings are. And every so often, I mean, use the hand and have her use her hand with you, and have her, like I said, focus on the head, and every so often go down on it and just tell her what you want. I mean, I'm sure you've had women in the past that have given you blowjobs that have, and you got to guide her, you got to coach her. But if she's adamantly against it, I mean, the whole purpose of all relationships is you go there to give, and just tell her that that's a real problem for you. Just say that's something that you really like, and for you to just put your foot down and say, I'm not giving you a blowjob and I'm not doing it, and just say, well, maybe I need to reconsider if I want to have you in my life as my girlfriend, because you're basically communicating to me that I'm not going to fulfill you sexually for whatever reason, and that's unacceptable. If you want me to continue to be with you, if you want me to be your boyfriend, you've got to work to get better. The whole purpose of a relationship is you go there to give, and you're just basically telling me that you're not going to give. So practice with her and have her do that, and just coach her through it, and just make sure she doesn't jam you deep in her throat where she gets the gag reflex, because obviously you don't want her fucking giving you a blowjob and then puking afterwards. I mean, and then having her have the same, because right now it's a mental block. So if you coach her through it, you'll be fine. So if you have a question you want to ask me or a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab on the left-hand side of your screen, and send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, and give me several days to get back to you with a response. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which can be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, go to my website, and underneath the email sign-up box is a box that has a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device, on the right-hand side of the download page is a button you can click to download a free e-reader app for your smartphone, your tablet device, or your computer. And it only takes a few seconds after you got the app installed to complete the purchase of my book. And if you appreciate the value of the information in my videos and my articles and the information on my website, you can show your appreciation by going to my website, and on the bottom of your screen, the Wibia toolbar, which is located on every single page of my website, has a PayPal donate button. Click the donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.